arena.
Screen, I got your help.
Rose to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. Not that time.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Here comes the screen. Derrick Rose, defended by the former Hoya. And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First try at the line, no good.
Soft and buttery.
Missed the second. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Young. Levine to Chris Dunn. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Pistons have it. Rose to Griffin. Knocked loose. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Carter to Chris Dunn.
Screen coming, screen coming.
Shot clock winding down. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Zach Levine at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. First one goes down.
Good shot, baby.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot.
The possession in favor of Detroit.
Pick up, match up, match up. I got ball, I got ball.
Rose down low for Griffin. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Blake Griffin has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 68%. Nope. First one does not go. He missed a pair of free throws.
Good job. Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all
To Levine.
I got ball.
Zach Levine missed his first. That one goes.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Rose to Alonzo Trier. Oh, had him going there for a second. Rebound taken in by Chicago.
That's me, I got it.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Zach Levine, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the
Good
first.
shot, baby.
Good shot, good shot.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Short jumper won't go down. Oh, Carter with the rejection. Bulls have it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Down to Young. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Griffin to Corver. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3 to Corver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Jay, 27 wins a year ago for the Bulls. What can this team be?
They have the potential to be a playoff team, but in order for that to happen, a lot of guys need to take that major next step in their careers. Lauri Markkanen needs to step up. Chris Dunn, his backup role, what position will he play at the PG spot? Wendell Carter, their first-round draft pick, and also Jabari Parker. He is the key cog in this wheel. If he is healthy and plays to the level of expectation that we know he can, this team can make the playoffs.
Rose into the front court. Down 3 to Griffin. And he's going to the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Blake Griffin at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's Chicago ball. Dunn to Zach Levine. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach Levine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Kennard to Griffin. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Markkanen to Chris Dunn.
Screen coming, screen.
Levine to Porter. Great pass to set it up. Porter. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Oh, yeah, you've been working on your craft.
Rose into the front court.
Block up.
Down 4. And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at 3. Substitution being made in this one. Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Bulls with the basketball.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Wendell Carter.
Screen on your left, screen on your left.
Almost unlucky bounce. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
And hits the first free throw.
Good shot. Okay, okay.
Two for two on that trip. Chicago basketball. Dunn to Levine. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Has a chance. Levine shot no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Dunn to Zach Levine. Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Levine.
Double team, double team, double team.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Blake Griffin trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Unable to connect on the free throw. Andre Drummond tips it.
Just incredible timing.
I got him. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. It's me and you.
To Griffin.
Wait on it. Go.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Blake Griffin has got 2 shots coming. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Bulls with it. For 3, and the rebound taken by Zaza. Luke Kennard slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
They've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
to Luke Kennard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Wide open look won't go.
Well, the shots aren't falling, but that's okay. Let the defense keep opening up that door. Sooner or later, you're going to walk through.
It's no good. Great defense.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Come on, bro.
And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Luke Kennard.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Screen right, screen right, screen right. Get back, get back.
Rebound
Make the
comes
next one,
to
make the next
Chicago.
Sasquatch on the wing. I got this.
To Wendell Carter. And count the basket.
You saw I was open, huh?
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Pick, pick.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
My ball.
Tough make through traffic.
Welcome to the league, young fella. But just because you got a bucket doesn't mean that you don't have to do your rookie chores after the game.
Here we go, here we go.
To Luke Kennard.
I'm right here. Everybody get back. Get the shooters. Watch the shooters. Watch the shooters. Get back. Get back.
Zach Levine. He's 3 for 7.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Kennard. Can't connect.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Side up.
Finish that.
Match up, baby.
Has a chance. Calderon, not that time.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Missed the foul shot.
Wide open, man. You dribbling, man.
Down to Zaza. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Bulls with the rock. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Here comes the screen. Passed it off.
Watch the shot.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
My ball, my ball, my ball.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw,
Ooh, I like
good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Jackson with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Luke Kennard. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To the basket goes Jackson, but his shot won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
It's Detroit's ball. Oh, he's denied. Easy path to the rim.
I like that. Easy buckets.
One quarter down. Nice cushion for the Bulls. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lets it fly from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Cutter.
Alonzo Trier to Griffin. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Jackson to Griffin.
Shot going up.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session, watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Reggie Jackson, 2 of 4 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Markkanen. Cashes in for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Jackson with it. Trailing by 15. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Oh, Carter with the rejection. Chicago with the possession. Young.
Defense, let's go.
Shot won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Oh, whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Driving right to the basket. Oh,
He sent that one to the third row.
he was locked in. That was impressive.
Everybody pick up.
To Markkanen. Got it.
Oh, baby.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Trying to cash in, Reggie Jackson. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Thaddeus Young at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Wendell Carter. And count the basket inside.
They can't guard you.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
I'm on D.
Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Alonzo Trier. Jackson. To Young. Thaddeus Young. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jackson to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Goes to the right side. Levine. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Pistons ball here. Short jumper off the mark.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
To Markkanen. Zach Levine. Can't connect. The follow won't go either. To Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Levine knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Jackson with it.
Hey, match
Down
up,
a
match up,
bundle.
match up.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So it stays with Detroit. Time for some new personnel into the game.
I got this clown. Let's go.
To the basket goes Jackson, but his shot won't fall. To Young. Thaddeus Young. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Chicago possession
check up, let's go.
to Zach Levine. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Laurie Markkinen. Huge block.
Erasing mistakes left and right.
Gets it in the left corner. Zach Levine. And the rebound comes down to Griffin. Jackson with it. His guys down big. Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bulls have it.
Right.
Levine to Markkinen. Baseline drive to Levine. Fires the three. Zach Levine, good on the quick release that time.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Runner's good there.
Hey, buckets.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
I got him. Here we go.
I got ball. I'm here.
Screen coming. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Hey, lock
Levine.
up.
To Young. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark on his free throw. Alonzo Trier. Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Zach Levine trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Drummond. Baseline drive. And the finish at the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
To Markkanen. Langston Galloway snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Gets to the basket and scores.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kennard to Korver. Going to launch beyond the arc. Pulled in by Markkanen. Pass to the rim. That's going to be out of bounds. New blood coming in for both sides. Pistons have it. Kennard, great feed. Not that time. And a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Gets a look, can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Chris Dunn.
Don't even trip. Screen.
To Zach Levine. Dunn. From long range. Not getting the bounce. Rose into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Add 2 points to the board.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Levine. Dunn. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Who gonna do this?
Wait on it. Go.
To Griffin. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
I got ball.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios.
And that
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
my ball.
Dunn to Young. Here's the whistle. 5 seconds. Back to the basket. Violation sends it the other way.
Wait on it. Go.
Rose to Griffin. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Young. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Cutter, I got yours.
Here comes the screen.
Wait on it. Go.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Done to Zach Levine. Has a look. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Wait on it. Go.
Griffin to Rose. It was right there.
I got ball.
Young to Levine.
Get the ball.
Got it. Double.
To Young. Rebound pulled in by the Pistons. To Rose.
I got ball. I got some for him.
To Alonzo Trier.
Wait on it.
And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Blake Griffin, couple of free throws on the way, shooting 66% in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw.
Got this.
Missed the second as well.
Self-check.
Done to Young. Deep right corner. Porter to Young.
Screen.
Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. Rose into the front court.
I got him.
He'll run the offense. To Alonzo Trier. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with
you
guys
been in the
having
gym,
35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. Knock loose.
Get him. Don't let him get out.
He's flashing. Bump him.
Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Blake Griffin up against Porter. Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get
Done
yours. I got ball.
to Young. Lays it up and in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle.
Hands up. We
To
got him.
Griffin.
We got him.
And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Oops,
Next one,
he
Cash,
missed the
baby.
first one. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line.
That's me. I got it.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Dunn to Porter.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. To Alonzo Trier. To Rose.
I got you.
Griffin.
I'm here.
To Alonzo Trier. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Stop, boy.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's Chicago ball. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Young to Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. No, I missed a short one there. Corver down to Griffin.
Watch the back door. Get him. Wait on it.
Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It's Detroit's ball to Griffin. Here comes the screen.
Right.
Griffin stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
To Zach Levine. Young. To Levine. Young. Not going down here. Jackson with it. His guys down big. Great look and vision. Shot from the lane won't go. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Zach Levine. Young. The drive, right to the basket. Rebound taken down by the Pistons.
Here we go. I got him.
Jackson. To Griffin. Knocked loose.
Watch cut.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Dunn to Young.
Oh, yeah,
Dunn to Young. The pass set it all up.
Your defense is unacceptable. Easy, buddy.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
My ball here.
To Markkanen. Trying to cash in. Shot by Markkanen, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Pick and roll right here.
Here we go. Here we go. Come here. Come here.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Young.
Wait on it. I got it right here. Stop.
5 on the shot clock. To Young. 4-3. Rebound Drummond.
Yeah, just me and you. 90 feet. Let's go. What you got?
Jackson. To Drummond. Baseline drive and scores, plus the foul. Andre Drummond is going to the line where he's gotten better as a shooter and a chance at 3.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Deep left corner.
Hey, shot.
Short jumper
Coach, you
won't
told me he can
fall.
shoot.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Griffin. And a 5-second back-to-the-basket violation is called.
I got ball.
To Markkanen. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Ah, no good. And it's rejected.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Bulls with the basketball. Markkanen. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended. To Luke Kennard. To Griffin. It's rebounded by the Bulls. To Porter. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
I got this.
I got this D on it.
To Porter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. It has been all Bulls. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
To Jackson. Nice pass to set things up, and he throws it down. Drummond with the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Wait on it. Go. I got you. Stop.
Screen left.
To Porter. Otto Porter. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Reggie Jackson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter.
Wait on it. Go. I got you. Right here. Stop.
To Markkanen. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Kennard to Griffin. Jackson. Can't get the bounce.
Show me something better than that, baby.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Pistons ball here. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hey, I got ball, I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
And score. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Reggie Jackson, defended by the former Hoya. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Good shot, boy.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line, because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Porter for 3, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Got it.
Coming right back to you.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Knock loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Back. I got